Good afternoon, people. How are we doing, ladies and gents, boys and girls? Hope you're doing well. It is midday, 12 o'clock on the 14th of February. It is. And we are Kidderminster Harriers, as you guys all know who've been watching my live streams or checking out my videos on YouTube. AJ Hardy 85. Firstly, thumbs up and thank you for those that have been watching live or those that have checked out my vids and viewed them all. Really appreciate it. Comment on them, like, subscribe, follow, please do across all the socials. I'm on Facebook, AJP85-channel. I'm on X, AJ1985P. I'm on Twitch, A_J_P_A_8_5. I know it's long. AJP85, stick some underscores in between. And I'm also on YouTube, as said before. So the full works. Check it out now, the Funk So Brother. To right, and we are go on Football Manager 24. We are Kidderminster Harriers. We had a bit of an edgy start to this morning at 10 o'clock when I did my stream. Yes, we did. We didn't do too good. We were drawing and we were losing to Swindon. But since then, we picked up. We've got a victory against Fleetwood Town. Yes, we have. We beat them 1-0. And unfortunately, ladies and gents, we're out of the FA Cup at the third round. But we lost to Chelsea. I know, the mighty Chelsea versus Kidderminster Harriers it was at Agborough. I couldn't keep them at bay. I'm afraid we lost 2-0 against them, Pedro and Jadon Sancho. However, all is not lost because we have another opportunity in another match. I got Conor Hourihane, who wants to join us potentially as well. You guys are probably quite familiar with this man. Well-travelled player, ex-Aston Villa and Swansea. Let's see if the board will let me have him. Otherwise, I'm going to have to delay. I do like Conor Hourihane. I think he'd be a big player for us, even though he's going on the years. Let's see what he would say. Left behind, if this doesn't help. Let's see if we aren't willing to request it. Stress how important it is. With all due respect, your changes were no. Okay, right, there we go. We have to move on. It's going to be a delay, but I probably can't get Conor Hourihane. I've got some players in on trial, so you guys can see. We've got this man who is a centre half, but again, he's getting on in years. Maybe you know him. Let me know if you know him in the comments. We've got Johnny Williams again. A lot of people will know this man. Yes, they will. He's not the greatest stats-wise, but I wanted to see him. Key thing I've said across a lot of the actual videos that I've previously done, trial players, don't scout them, especially if they're free or available unattached-wise. Get them in on trial because you get those stats really quickly. You can see how good they are as players quite fast. So that's the quickest way to sort of scout them almost. Ben Elliott might need a bit more time. He's not looking too great. Lucas De Boer, no, probably not going to be a player that I bring in. I am looking at stats right the second. We have to be cutthroat. Maybe Crowsdale. We'll have a look and see how he progresses in terms of stats. Joe Morrell, some of you are probably quite familiar with this man. Maybe he's definitely an option. Max Matter, I had a look at him and thought maybe. Looks like he could do a possible job for us. Maybe. And yeah, got Max Matter in. We've got... Anyway, I'll give that a bit of time to sort of stew and see if we can get some better stats out of them, or at least more confirmed stats. Because right the second, you can see when I look at the players, it's a bit up in the air in terms of what their stat details are. So we'll move on. We are flying towards our Bristol Street Motors match against Cambridge United League, and we have got a win. Fortunately, that loss that we had, actually at Swindon, who beat us, that stopped our unbeaten run that we were on, not throughout the whole season, but we were on a bit of an unbeaten run for a period of time. I think it was a fair few games, something like 20 games, 15, 20 games. We still sit atop of the League Two table that you can see there by 5 points to Notts County. A lot more challenge in this league, which is what I come to expect. So we're not going to be winning this league by 10, 15, 20 points, anything like that, maybe even 30 points. No, we're not going to run away with it. It's going to be tight till the end. The key is that we're in the top 3 of League Two, and then we go up into League One. Matty Stevens. Looks all right. Not the greatest. So I'll keep an eye on him. We have Ashley Barnes up front for us already. So a match against Cambridge. We have at home at Agborough. Penny is suspended. I did see that initially, so that's not a major surprise. Therefore, Pennington will be shifted along to right back. Luwu will come in at centre half. Otherwise, though people are struggling with fitness, they've had a bit of a rest, to be honest with you, so their fitness should be better, despite the messages and the protests of them being a bit tired. Off we go against Cambridge United at home. How are we going to do now? Obviously, there's no league table for us to see on the right, so I'll stick the latest scores, and we'll see how we roll against these guys. We have 34% possession. Okay, it's starting to even itself out a bit a little more. It was 70 odd a minute ago to Cambridge. 35 to 65. Had a shot on target, so have they. They've had a few more fouls than us. We've had a corner. Okay, possession slightly still at Cambridge's favour. 15 minutes on the clock, 0-0 at Agborough. Kidderminster Harriers versus Cambridge. They've got the ball. Now what they're going to do with this. Teasing us down our left-hand side here. Back to the centre halves. Working it well, actually, to be fair. Okay, they're working it really well. And it's 1-0 to Cambridge United. To be fair, that was a very well-worked goal. I was watching that thinking that could end up problematic for us. They were squeezing. Thomas scores for Cambridge. 1-0. 23 minutes on the clock now. Stats look okay. You know, players, I'm looking at them thinking Lambert's a bit low. Hills is a little bit low as well. Otherwise, the rest of the players are sort of average to decent. Barnes is not a happy bunny, but I see that a lot of players, and they could score and they're still not happy. So there's little, I don't pay much attention to that side of things. Rest of the players are fairly content. So that's okay. Lambert looks like he's giving everything, does he? Does he really? Needs to give a little bit more than, doesn't he? He's been a bit questionable in the past few games, Lambert. Finn has been decent, but we need our players to be firing. He's struggling and wants to be substituted. Okay, well, we do have Mendes-Leng, so we can afford to bring off players such as Lambert for the second half. I am playing a first 11, bar Penny, and obviously didn't touch, was injured. And we got a chance. Oh, that was an opportunity there. Straight at the keeper, though. And they're playing out from the back again, Cambridge United. Good opposition for us. Good challenge. They're beating us 1-0. They've got the lead. Thomas has their goal. Up and over the top here. They are playing it past us quite a bit. And it's 2-0 to Cambridge. Kidderminster are feeling the pressure. Let's see how we go. We've got 50 minutes on the clock. Bit of time still. Maybe we can get a goal back and then that might change our fortunes. I'm definitely looking at Lambert as being a possible substitution. Maybe even Barnes as well, who's not been phenomenal at the moment. Two of those up front haven't done much, but Barnes can get a goal, so can Lambert out of nothing. So Lambert's off. I've decided not to prolong the agony of having him doing very little thus far. And I'll keep an eye on the rest of the team because, as I say, our numbers are good, but we don't have major strength in depth. We've just got bits and pieces, really. And that's the best you can get with a wage budget like Kidderminster Harriers have got. So Mendes-Leng has come on for Lambert. Finn moves over to the left-hand side. 65 minutes on the clock. 2-0 to Cambridge. They've got a fair few yellows here. 2 goals, though. That's the critical stat. They lead 2-0. Hills is not particularly happy. Neither is Judge. Let's see. So I'm holding off making any changes because, quite frankly, once again, like most of the games that I play, this team should be capable of getting results. Not necessarily against Cambridge United, but against a lot of teams. We should be able to, especially in our league, be able to perform. See a good match between Notts County and Wrexham. There's a 1-1 in that match. Okay, now I will make some changes. So, Nolan for Ashley Barnes. Alan Judge, I think, should come off for Tom Carroll. He hasn't been particularly creative, Judge, and I expected a bit more of him. And let us see, can we get Divine on the pitch? Yes, we can. So the reason I said I'm going to make some flip changes here. I'm going to stick Reece Devine up right back and see if he can do something there. I know it's a bit square peg and round hole, but we haven't got many players, especially with Penny out injured as well. Bit of a difficult one to sort of adjust the team. We are coming up to the 90th minute. It's 2-0 to Cambridge United. As it stands, we're going to have both cup competitions, FA Cup and the Bristol Street Motors. We've done well, to be fair. We've got quite far. Played against good opposition in both. Cambridge United, they nearly got a third there. That would have been harsh, to be fair, but footy manager for you, isn't it? We'll take it. We'll take it on the chin. Unfortunately, we are out of the Bristol Street Motors Cup. Hey-ho. We are also out of the FA Cup. So, yeah, not ideal with the Cups, but, only one team can win them at the end of the day. Are Kidderminster going to win those Cups? Probably not, with Chelsea being the team we played in the FA Cup and Cambridge United being the team we played in the Bristol Street. As you can see that I'm highlighting players. I'm selecting them to rest because I want to set the rest for them. I don't trust the idea that they're getting rested just because the screen says they're getting rested. Some trust issues with Football Manager. So yes, we did unfortunately get knocked out by Cambridge United, should I say rather. Cambridge United are in League One. They're a league above us. Doesn't mean they're better than us, but they were on the day. But fortunately, we were at home and we lost to them. So we move on. We move on to Accrington Stanley, away from home in League Two. All focus now turns to League Two. West Brom want Joe Rose. West Brom want Joe Rose. They've got Palmer. And they've got Josh Grissom. I'm assuming, can only assume that he is being signed as a backup. We've got Hollings on. Well, first and foremost, Rose is leaving on a free transfer anyway. He's declared he's not happy. I am more than happy to take that. I know it's not much, but hey, 3.8 helps us a little bit. 3.8 grand. And the wage off the bill, off the actual balance. Oh, we'll happily take that. So yeah, okay, off goes Joe Rose. He's not technically our backup keeper. Cairns is. He's sort of third choice. I was hoping to keep Rose potentially as the backup because I get a feeling Cairns might end up being retired. At the end of the season, like all my players seem to get when they get to the sort of 30 mark. Age-wise, he's 34. So, yeah, he's our backup keeper. I mean, in my opinion, he's got better stats and better ability, experience definitely on his side ahead of Rose. So, okay, let you go, Rose. Be another sale for us. Accrington Stanley up next, so that's good. See how we fare against a team in 10th. So we have got a win under our belt in the last League 2 match. We won. Oh, Pennington's tucking up. What's wrong with him? 1 to 2 days he might make it for the game against Accrington. I may minutely risk him. Let's see if he sticks somewhere short. But okay, we'll put him in and see if he's if he struggles or if he doesn't, he'll be. So Penny back to the first team. I've got a couple of exclamation marks. You're going to get that, I'm afraid. Annually by me, so strictly speaking, they've guaranteed a day's rest. They are being pushed by Andy King and the backroom staff, I'm sure, during fingers crossed. Accrington Stanley, we are away. So we're not at Agborough. We're away from home for this one. 5 points separate us and Notts County. We are not away with it. 60. I'm 16 points. Kidderminster Harriers are 16 points. Notts County are 11 points ahead as well. So off we go. It's a tackle there from Sharif, but he didn't quite win it back. Bevan's got it. Away you go. Accrington. What are they going to do with this? Outside the box, and they've worked that really, really, really well. Ferdinand with the finish. 1-0 Accrington within 10 minutes of play. They've got a throw in now. Let's see. Lintot's return couldn't come too soon. Finn now. Defensively wise, we have not been particularly solid. Penny. What can we do now? Pennington's got it. Hills gives it to Robinson. Lambert's on the left. Robinson now to Sharif. Hills. Centre backs having a lot of touches here. Finn. over the top. And Neubel from distance. Who's offside? Someone's offside. No. Either way, beautiful finish by Noble. Offside. Not sure what happened there. I'm assuming that was Barnes, but it's hard to tell because I think he got the knockdown for that one. The celebration is short-lived. It's 1-0 still to Accrington Stanley. That goal has been chalked off for us. 23 minutes on the clock. Okay stats so far. Pennington a bit low. Finn a bit low. Otherwise, everyone else pretty average, pretty much averaging 6.6, 6.7, 6.8. So pretty good. However, Accrington have a free kick. What are they going to do with this? They're going to test the keeper, who does well. Truman did well then to keep that out. Okay, more possession for Accrington. They are the home team. Football Manager definitely doesn't like you as an away team. Even if you mess about with your tactics forever, you're still not guaranteed a decent performance. And it's up and over, so that came to nothing. 30 minutes on the clock. 1-0 Accrington Stanley, which they got the goal after 9 minutes of play. We are now 5 points clear of Notts County in first place. 13 points clear of Doncaster as it stands. So we're in third. So it's 1 to 3 we're looking at position-wise. First, second, or third gets us promotion to League 1. 4, 5, and 6, 7 is playoffs. So, first half wasn't the greatest. Accrington Stanley lead. They are 10th in our league. They've got 43 points. So they're fighting for a place in the playoffs. So they've got something to go for as well as us. Okay, looking at the team. Spitmer, Lambert with a free kick for us. What can he do? Not a great deal, but Finn's got it now. And Penny, of all players, equalises, and that will stand. That was a very good equaliser. I could see something happening there the moment it went to the side. Finn picks it up, and he is very dangerous, very creative. I think he's more creative than Lambert, who is our star player. It took a little deflection, but we don't care. And to be honest, that's kind of deserved after Noble's chance in the first half. I didn't see the offside that clearly for that goal that was chalked off. So it's 1-1. We have an equaliser. We're 6 points clear now, so we've got an extra point. Robinson's got a throw. Barnes holding it up right back to the goal. Well, that's a proper knock back to the goalkeeper. Sheriff to Finn. And it's 2-1 out of nothing. Lovely little attacking play there from Sheriff and Finn. Combination-wise, very juicy indeed. Like that a lot. Robinson, Sheriff, and Sheriff threads it through. Finn opens his body up very nicely. No chance for Bycroft. It's 2-1 to Kidderminster Harriers now against Accrington Stanley. 60 minutes on the clock. 68 points on the board. 5 shots, 2 on target. Both of them being goals for us. However, Accrington have had fair more on target. Judge with a free kick. What can he do from distance? Alan Judge goes for goal. And I think that clipped the post. It said clipped outside a post. I'm not sure if that was accurate. But anyway, he didn't go in. That's the critical part. Penny's got a throw. Finn. Here's Sheriff now. Judge. Penny. And Barnes. Oh, ripples the net. I thought that had gone in. I really did. Sheriff now. Finn to Judge. Robinson to Lambert. Robinson again from distance. What can he do? He's turned back. Judge. Sheriff to Penny. We're working it nicely. Barnes is up and he has buried that header this time. 3-1 Kidderminster. Penny has come alive in this second half, hasn't he? He's got a goal and an assist. It's 3-1 to Kiddy. It's a nice little clipped ball in. Barnes with a header. 3 goals to 1. Kidderminster lead at Accrington Stanley. We've extended our lead at the top by 8 points against Notts County, who are second. A very good team, Notts County. I remember seeing bits about them in sort of real life. I've seen Notts County been to the ground, seen the Wrexham. I'm sure you guys have watched the Wrexham series as well. And they've been sort of challenging Wrexham all the way, haven't they, really? Pushing. Okay. And technically speaking, Accrington are pushing us now. So they've got the ball. Bevan's got space and it's 3-2. Ooh, you could feel something happening as that ball came in, couldn't you then? Right. That distance that we've created has gone now. It's 3-2. Lambert loses it badly on that side. Really badly. Cleared away, thankfully. Here's Barnes. What can Barnes do? Holds it up well, Robinson. Penny now. Sheriff. Penny again involved. Robinson. Lambert. Robinson's in the centre. Sheriff goes for goal and he's hit it from distance. Oh, yes. What a finish that is, Sheriff. And it's not the first time he's hit shots from outside the box and buried them. That is a lovely goal from Sheriff. Straight away, bottom corner. And it is time for a change. And that change will be a Lambert coming off. It seems to be a typical substitution for me at the moment. And Mendes-Lang will come on for him, with Finn going over to the left side. Let's see what Mendes-Lang can do in this final 5 minutes of the match. It's 4-2 to Kidderminster Harriers. We have a little bit more breathing space after that goal from Sharif. Happy with that. 7 minutes of time added on, and we're 2 minutes into it. This will be 2 wins out of 2 in our last 2 League 2 games. Free kick now. And Judge is going to take. He's going to go from distance. Oh, he smashed the bar. A noble save by the keeper. There was a follow-up chance there. Judge with the corner kick now. Whips it in and it's cleared away. Here's Finn now. Judge, and it's finished. 4 goals to 2. Not bad at all. We'll take that. So a victory after the disappointing results in both cups. Well, I say disappointing. Can you be disappointed when you get knocked out by Chelsea in the FA Cup? Not really, to be honest with you. Great home game for the fans as well to go and watch Kidderminster Harriers versus Chelsea. How many times is that match going to be played? And in the Bristol Street Motors, we lost to Cambridge, but Cambridge are League One opponents and they are higher than us. They haven't necessarily got a better team, which they probably have, but the fact is I don't think that way. So they beat us. That was a little bit more disappointing, but the critical thing, as with anything, is league. I say that about everything. Whenever I get the press conferences as a manager, it's about the league. Focus on the league, make sure we do well in the league. And we are not quite 8 points now, because obviously Notts County have played their game, won clearly. So we've still got the same margin. We're 68, they've got 63 in the league. We're doing okay. The next parts, whilst I'm playing the game in the background, we'll be very much focused on signings now. I'm going to have a look. You could already see I had to delay the Houlihan signing, but I am very much looking at that. I've obviously got a couple of trialists that you guys can see in blue here. I'm looking at sort of more experienced players to come in to help us, really, because we do need forward-wise, attacking-wise, a lot more. Hopefully we get Lintott back soon as well. He's not a million miles away from full return to fitness, so I'll definitely be watching him. I think he's a little while. Let's have a look. A few weeks. Yeah, a couple of days to a few weeks away, so we'll get Lintott back hopefully after the New Year break, which is now in a couple of weeks' time. And we'll see what happens with Rose. I'm definitely interested in getting rid of him to West Brom if they desperately want him. So more than happy with that. Next live video and stream will be at 3 p.m. As always, follow my socials. So that's Facebook, X, watch me on Twitch or on YouTube. You know the drill, people. And more importantly, follow, subscribe and like, please. Let's get those up. If you would, that would be fan-dabby-dozy. But this is Football Manager. We are Kidderminster Harriers. I've been AJ. I'll see you at 3 o'clock.